But every individual from any type of background, whatever they come from, like we have value. Like we have so much to offer that it would be so overwhelming and unbelievable. And you only get to experience that when you take that risk of being almost like just being present and just showing up and being like, I might be confusing people. Like, I'm not smart. I just talk a lot. Like, and because I talk a lot, people's like, man, he's got insight. He's got
so insightful.
He's it's just a personality trait that like I can't sometimes control it. I need to shut up. Jeremy, and I'll shout out to Jeremy because Jeremy has forever been an incredible listener.
Thank you.
So we're polar opposites. Like if you want somebody to talk to you, holler at me. Don't holler at him. Because he wants to listen to you. And obviously he will.
Which to be honest, like I was literally thinking like I want to know more as to
Yeah,
why.
you see?
Why?
He
Like,
was already
initially, I was already
he's
thinking
already-
like, Ben, like, why don't you just like
Shut up, Ben, and let her keep going.
Yeah.
But I say this because our wirings are so unique.
right,
and
right,
and,
right.
and there is no one shape, size, style that brings value.
Right.
I mean, one of my favorite scriptures, guys, is where and I don't know it by memory, but it's the one that I think Paul is, and it might be in Corinthians, where the argument of we're all a body.
Yeah. Oh,
And-
I was just thinking.
And we can't if the eye, the eye can't tell the brain I don't need you. The ear can't tell, and this is the scriptural reference where he's saying like, if we were all an eye, then where will we hear from? If we were all a hand, then how can we walk? And there's just this beautiful description of like how the most, insignificant things are absolutely necessary because essential and valuable to our lives, because I may not need my pinky all the time. I don't remember how often I use it. Maybe I was gonna say, except when I gotta, pick my nose. Sorry for that. But if I were to say because I don't use it often, somebody get rid of it, I would never volunteer for that because I feel like it's part of my body. And sorry.
that reference is that referencing the church too?
Yeah, well, it's
But it's like
it's
it mentions that,
referencing
right? Like
it's
how there's
different parts
of
and
the body
different
into the
gifts.
church.
Yep, like
Which-
some are called to serve, some are called to preach,
Right.
teach, to help, to hospitality. We all have different gifts.
The church is not like, it's not a wall. It's not four walls. It's not a structure. It's people, and it's beautiful because like with Ben and I, we're probably polar opposites. Like I'm definitely more of a listener for sure.
And women love that, by the way. So I'm just gonna, you know what I'm saying? I'm the talker. That was not relevant, but
I'm listening. I'm listening. No, but the church is people. It's us.
Single. I'm sorry. Huh?
It is a group of people. And as we were mentioning stuff about like, what we've been talking about, that has been on my mind a lot. Like, but I just didn't know how to like put it out or bring it out. And thank you for sharing. You'd be surprised. Like, you'd be surprised.
It would blow you away. Like it would.
With you taking, like, you initiating and you doing, like, you have so much value as an individual, as a person. Like, whether you're the smartest, the most intellectual, the most experienced, like, you have no idea. Like, and it's literally a matter of, like, you just got to try. You got to,
Can I interject?
Let me say one thing. Because I've been.
This is good, guys.
That-
We're gonna have to do a
that-
part two, by the
yeah,
way.
yeah,
So, and part two would be women.
Some
on the
ladies.
panel.
Yeah, yeah,
This
yeah.
was just to start it off.
I'm
I just wanted
listening.
to say, because I can relate to what you were saying, with the, you're not feeling like, okay,
What do you
what
bring
am
to the
I
table? Yeah.
adding value or whatever, and they add so much value. But I think the simple question of, hey, whoever, how can I add value to you? You've done so much for me, and I want you to know that. And then you're letting them know, and they may not even realize I'm just being me, but now you're asking them, how can I add value to you? Because I just need a little bit of guidance. And then that person is going to open up and say, wow, well, how about here? And then now it's so easy for you to know exactly the value that you can provide and how to kind of just really feel that feeling that, okay, I am like I am worth in this person's life, because you may feel that way for whatever reason, but I felt that way as well myself. Like, and then I've asked the question like, hey, how can I add value to you? Because you've been giving me so much. And do you know that? You know, and sometimes they don't know. Sometimes they don't know that like who they are is like something you just look up to.
You blow them away by saying something like
Yeah,
that. Like,
yeah.
you offer so much to me, and you have no idea what they are
Yeah,
experiencing themselves.
and then you
know?
uplift them. You actually gave them value right there when you told them that, because now they're like, what? I thought I was like not enough, you know?
I want to throw one more thing, and then we're going to go to Michelle. The value of, you had a question too, boy? We'll go to you afterwards. I want to be sensitive to time too, so if we're going to do a part two, I mean, we definitely want to do a part two because I think this is good, and then we'll definitely get, the women up here that, let's get 3 to 4 women, let them talk, and because this is almost like the perspective of some guys, but let's get some women up here too. And speaking of that, like, I guarantee you, Mel, you taking a conversation like this would add so much value to the environment. Like, you don't have to think like I have to go through all these different things or have these different things. Like, you just being genuine and truthful, will be enough to the point when somebody gets something out of it, it's unbelievable. It's like, there's no way that I bless your life by just showing up. Like, what's that saying? Like, half the battle is showing up, right? You show up to somebody's life. Sometimes we underestimate, like, coming to church, like, maybe we come to church because we want to receive from God. And maybe some of us, we already are filled with God, but you showing up is so that God can use you to those that are around you to help fill those people up, So just being present, like, just showing up, like, is valuable. Like,